Hello, I'm Andrea Furlan, and today I'm going to show you 10 exercises with a stability ball. And you can follow these exercises by downloading this handout on my website. This is the address here. All you need for these exercises is a stability ball and a mat. You can do this at home, and I'm going to demonstrate to you basic beginner's exercise today. So you don't need to worry about if you're going to be able to do them or not. I'm going to show you exercises for your shoulders, for your lumbar area, for the core muscles, for thighs and knees. And we'll finish with some relaxation on the ball. These exercises are great. I really like doing them. I recommend you to do maybe 2 or 3 times a week. These exercises are good for people who have pain, people who need to improve their balance, coordination, people who have arthritis, and seniors at home. If you're not sure that you can do this exercise, please talk to your physiotherapist or ask your doctor if it is okay for you to do them. And if you feel uneasy when you are doing these exercises, or if there is any emergency, please call an ambulance or go to the nearest emergency department. Please remember, this video is not intended to provide you medical advice. It's just for education. If you don't have an exercise ball like this, a stability ball, you can purchase one. You can order online or go to the nearest sports store close to where you live. And you can follow this chart that has all the sizes, because they come in different sizes, different diameter, and depends on how is your height, you need to buy a different one. So if you're shorter, you need smaller balls, but if you're very tall, you need bigger balls. So follow this chart. Also, I'll put a link in the description of this video below that you can purchase these balls using that link. Please keep in mind that this ball is not a children's toy. It's not for kids. When you are not using the ball to exercise, please keep the ball away from children, because they may get hurt and cause some damage to some structures around your house. And if you like this video, send to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications so you can get alerted when I post new videos on this channel. And if you don't know yet, I have a book that I wrote, and it's released on every stores where books are sold. It's for people with chronic pain. It's called The 8 Steps to Conquer Chronic Pain. Order your book today. So the first exercise is the wall squat. This is good for your hips, for your knees, for your thighs. It's excellent for the quadriceps. So all you have to do is put the exercise ball in the small of your spine around here, and then you put your both feet flat on the floor. I recommend you to do all these exercises with sneakers or running shoes. Don't do this wearing a sock, because you may slip and fall. And also don't do this on a mat or a carpet, because you may slip and fall. So here, put your feet parallel to each other like this, ahead of you, and then with your arms straight, you're going to go down on the ball. Go as far as you can. The lower you go, the better, and stay there for a couple of seconds. If this is too difficult for you, you may just go a little bit. You don't need to go all the way down, but try every time that you do this exercise, try to increase how much you go down and also how much you can stay in this position. So then you can count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your tummy in, so contract your abdominal muscles when you are doing the wall squat. The second exercise is for your upper back and the shoulders. So you're going to press the ball against the wall. So you're going to be away from the wall, and you're going to go up, up, up. So see if your shoulders allow you to do that, and then you press the ball against the wall. You should be feeling the muscles here stretching, but keep your tummy in, and then you do this as high as you can. Hold the position there and press the ball against the wall. This is good for your neck, for your shoulders, especially for people who have shoulder arthritis. If you have frozen shoulder, this is a good exercise, but you just need to be careful. You can do with one hand, with one shoulder. If one is too painful, you can do with the other one, or you can do with both. Pay attention to your posture. You can also lean against the wall and press like this, with your head looking down. Okay, so this is the exercise for the shoulder. So now this exercise is the ball crunch. You don't need to do on the mat, and we are going to do all the other exercise we're going to do now is we are going to sit on the ball or be close to the floor. So some we're going to use the mat and some we're not going to use the mat. So what you're going to do, because we're going to engage our abdominal muscles, you're going to go forward, and when the ball is touching your lumbar spine, the small of your spine, here is the position. All you have to do is put your hands behind your head so you support your head, and you're going to do some crunches here. Relax and go. Okay, you're contracting your abdominal. It's good because you're also engaging the other muscles of your back, which is good for balance, coordination, and strengthening your abdominal muscles. And when you come up, you just go backwards like this. This next exercise is the ball plank. I will show you two methods. One is the very easy and the other one is the more advanced one. So what you can do is when you start doing the easy one and it becomes easy to you, you do the advanced. For this one, I recommend you that you put a yoga mat here because you need to kneel on the floor. So it's going to be easier on your knees. So what you do is you put your ball in front of your body and your elbows on the ball and grab your hands in front of you. And what you're going to do, this is the easiest method, the one that you do the plank on your knees, not on your foot. So here, then you start going forward, forward, and here you're putting all your weight of your upper back on your elbows. So your elbows and your shoulders are supporting your weight. Okay, you're not putting your weight on your abdomen. So abdomen should not be touching the ball. And you hold here for a few seconds. So this is the easy method. And you can come back. And then you can go front again. This is, of course, if your knees are good, you can do this exercise. Ideally, your elbow should be aligned with your shoulder. So you can check if mine is or not. When this becomes easy, so you can hold more seconds in that position, you can do more repetitions, and then this will start becoming easy for you. When this becomes easy, you're going to advance to the harder exercise. So it's the same thing here. You go put your weight on your elbows and your shoulders, go. But now here, instead of supporting your weight on your knees, you're going to raise and support on your feet. Again, your elbows should be aligned with your shoulder. I don't know if mine is or not. You can tell me that in the comments. And hold here for a few seconds and increase the amount of time that you are holding. So this is the plank on the ball. So this exercise is the push-ups. For me, this is the hardest exercise, and you're going to see why, because I have difficulty with the push-ups. What you have to do is the ball will be touching on our thighs. The thighs will be touching the ball, and our body will be supported by our elbows and shoulder. So here it is. So you're going to go on the ball here, and this way here. So the ball will be supporting your hips, your knees, your thigh. And now from here, what you have to do is to do some push-ups. So you touch the ground and your shoulders and your elbows. And this one. You do as many repetitions that you can, and then come back. When you come back like this, so then you don't lose your balance and fall. Do this as many times as you want, and you should be taking notes of each time that you do these exercises. If you take notes, you will see your progress. You'll see that you can do more and more because you are getting stronger, more flexible, and with more coordination. Don't forget to drink your water. The next exercise is for our inner thighs and our core. Okay, we're going to lie down on the mat. You need a mat for this one. And bring the ball here. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to move the ball with your legs. So you're going to keep the ball here between your feet. So that's why I recommend you to wear sneakers, because if you are not, the ball may fall poof on your face. So for this one, you're going to go down and here. And you can also bring this to your shoulders. And here in your inner thigh, ideally don't touch the ground and come up, all the way up. When you do this, you are strengthening the muscles inside of your thighs, but also your core muscles here in your abdomen. And if you can, keep your knees straight. It's harder. If not, you can bend your knees and do this. Do as many repetitions as you can. And then keep your progress, so then you know how much you're getting stronger. For this exercise, we don't need the mat because we are sitting on the ball. This exercise is great for pain here in the thoracic spine, for pain the shoulders, because we're going to do exercise and coordination for the shoulders. So sit on the ball, and then you're going to go forward and lying down until you go forward until the ball is supporting behind of your shoulders, in the shoulder blades. So when both of your shoulder blades are touching the ball, you are in the right position. Make sure that your head is not too tense, that you are like this. Try to relax your head. So now grab your hands together, and what you're going to do is you're going to go sideways. So I'm going to show you here. You're going to go sideways. So my right shoulder is touching the ball. Now the ball is in the middle, and now the left shoulder is touching the ball. And you do this a couple of times. Make sure that your head is relaxed, your knees are aligned with your body, both of your feet are on the ground. To the right, middle, and to the left. Also try to keep your pelvis and knees aligned with your body. So don't sag like this. Try to keep them up, so you're also contracting the gluteus and your abdominal muscles when you're doing this exercise here. To the right, middle, and to the left. And when you finish, you just come up and sit on the ball again. For this next exercise, I also recommend you to do on a mat, because you do need to lie down on the floor. What we're going to do is the glute bridge. So you put your knees above the ball, on the top of the ball, in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do bridges, but instead of doing bridges with your feet flat on the floor, on the ground, we're going to do this with the ball under our legs, because it's going to be harder. The good thing about doing this with the ball is that you're not just strengthening the muscles of your abdomen and your glutes, but you're also practicing balance, coordination, because all the muscles need to contract at the same time, otherwise your legs will fall on the ground. Okay, so here the glutes bridge. You just put both of your hands here and raise and hold it for as long as you can. Engage your abdominals, your gluteus muscles, and stay here. Count to 10 or 20 or 30 as long as you can. You can come back, lie down on the floor, relax, and then go again. So each one of those exercises you may repeat 3 times. Hold them as long as you can. And then each time you do this, you increase the number of repetitions, or you increase how long you can sustain that position. So that was the glute bridge. This next exercise is the back extension. Also use a mat because you have to kneel on the ground. So here, put the ball in front of you. This is exercise for our back, for the paraspinals, for the quadratus lumborum. This is similar to the Superman exercise that we do, that I demonstrated for you before in other videos. So here, we're going to go, this time, you are allowed to put your abdomen on the ball. So here, and then you're going to, once you stabilize on the ball, your abdomen and your hands are here and your toes are touching the floor here. What you're going to do is you're going to raise and fly like a Superman. So you stay in this position. You see, you have to contract all the muscles because the ball creates some instability, and you do need to engage a lot of muscles when you do this on a ball. So it's harder than doing on the ground, just on the floor without the ball. And you hold here as far as you can. Count how many seconds you do, and then you can relax. Don't forget to breathe when you're doing this exercise, and then do it again. So knees up and your hands and shoulders up, and hold in this position. Breathe. And repeat this many times. This is excellent for you to strengthen the muscles of your thoracic spine, the neck, the lumbar spine, all the paraspinals that we have on the back of our spine, and the glutes too. So the last exercise we'll do is the cat-cow. You saw me doing that exercise in other videos that I demonstrated exercise for low back pain, for facet joint pain, for lumbar spinal stenosis. So the cat, when the cat is afraid, the cat goes like this, and the cow has a sag abdomen. So you're going to see the similarities. If you had never done this, what you have to do is with your hands on the ball. So keep your hands like this. And now you're going to do the cat. The cat goes, when the cat is afraid, it goes like this. And the cow, when you observe the cows, they go like this. So it's basically your lumbar spine that is doing all the movement. The cow, you can lower your head or you can look up. And the cat, your belly button goes up. And the cow, your belly button goes down. The key here is to relax, because when you do this, you're doing a lot of mobility for the vertebra and the lumbar spine. this is our last exercise. Now, just as a bonus, at the end, I would like you to relax on the ball, because once you have this, it's a great relaxation. After you have done this routine and you're tired, you deserve some relax. And what you can do is you can relax on your tummy or you can relax on your back. So I'm going to show you both. So on your tummy, just do this, hug the ball. Just hug the ball and relax all your muscles. You can stay in this position, don't forget to breathe. So the other relaxation position is on the mat. You lie down on the mat here. You put the ball here, so the ball will touch your buttocks, your thighs, your knees. And you just find a comfortable position here. And this is the Z-like position. Try to feel all the vertebrae of your lumbar spine touching the ground. And relax here. This is another good relaxation technique. And that's the end of our routine today.